I'm just gonna go over Dalian and oil. Those are the only two markets that are clear to me at the moment. And first I'm gonna start off with going over where I went wrong in the Dalian and how I got back in. Okay, so when I first saw Dalian, right, I was talking about the pattern I saw, which was here. I'm not gonna draw it out because I've already tweeted it, but this is the pattern where if you go to the H1, split out the charts like this, weekly open, are the green lines, and then these are the breakers, and then retest of the breakers, open, rally up, retest of the breaker below the weekly open. So I was thinking that same thing. Weekly open is the green line. Let me get rid of this. And I was looking at mistake I made. Okay, this was the mistake I made, was using this. What I should have been using was this hole here, these down candles here that led to the move up, which is fine. So I was looking at, okay, where has the market topped out? So I looked at the H1 block as well. So technically it was still valid, you know, it was still valid because it was within this main block here. So I drew this out, and we had respected 50% of the body of this, right? Mark off 50% of the body of the H1 block. But then if you go to a lower time frame to refine it further, you'll see that let me get rid of all this. So this is 50%, right? If you refine it further, what are the shorter term intraday blocks or breakers that have been being used? So if you look at this drop here that led to the move up, that took out this high and draw that across. So this will just be used as confluence for me. And I've seen this, right, and it broke back down. Now the equilibrium was still respected around 52 level, I think. So if I draw out the equilibrium here of this, of these down candles, no, using the bodies, I think, yeah, using the bodies. I know it's getting a bit messy here, but you know, this is not the important stuff. I'm just quickly going over where I went wrong, because that's that line there. It couldn't close above it. So what I did was I just shorted the fuck out of it here again. So this was another confluence with the 15-minute block here. So I just shorted it again here, even though I said I wasn't. But when I seen this happen, I couldn't not take it. So I shorted it here, and 51. I had my stop loss there to start off with, and it dropped. And I got most of my position at this low to make up the loss, and the rest I got trailed on a trailing stop loss. That's that. Is everyone clear with that? I just want to quickly go over that, where I went wrong, and because I entered around here, was it here or here? I can't remember. It's in my journal, and then I got taken out, so I entered back in. Is everyone clear with that? Just quick basic, the pattern I was playing. And okay, so let's move forward. What I'm looking for now, I've shorted Dalian again. I shorted a bit early because I wasn't on my charts, but I'm happy. The risk reward is good, so I'm not bothered by the entry. How have I got back in? Okay, let's get back into this. So obvious move down is here. This down move led to the move up. Take out this candle. We had a nice fast move through. I like to see a fast move through. Okay, fast move through. Broke ties. Overall, I am still bearish this market. I've explained in my previous video why I'm bearish this market, so I'm not going to go over that again, but I am bearish this market. Let's look for confluences now. So we've got this H1 block here. Okay, the main one is obviously these breakers here. We've just tested this, so I've just seen this market push up, right? Taking out this high here, it's not that important, but I just wanted the price to come back into here before I short it again. And I've placed my stop loss, so my entry is 31 because I just got in here. I seen the spike up, but then as soon as it's closed I entered, and stop loss is about 20 ticks, 22 ticks. I've still got position running from earlier around here anyway, and I'm looking for 108.80s. Why? Because of if you look at the monthly, this monthly candle took out this high here, that high there. I think we're going to take out here. I think personally we're going to go down to here, 107.50. But I'm happy to come out at 108.80, 108.10, and then 107.50. Okay. So yeah, by the pattern that I've just explained to you, the weekly open pattern, we should now, the way it's looking, it shouldn't if I'm correct, I don't see a reason why we should start going higher now, because this move up here this morning took out these highs here into the block here. Yes, they can take out the stops, right, but it doesn't make sense, you know. And I've looked, I shouldn't make a mistake now. If the way I'm trading, I've made sure I looked at it carefully, and if I could be wrong obviously, but if I'm right, it shouldn't go above this breaker really, and this should be the high here, and I want to see price start rolling over. Obviously if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. If I look on the H1, we've got this here, resistance there, popped up above it, and then some resistance here. So main players back into the breaker. And what I also like is the fact that we pushed up, took out the stops, and then smashed down, took out the low. I'm not seeing this as a stop rate. Yes, short term it's just a stop rate, push back up, but bigger picture wise, I'm seeing this as a breaking market structure here. Bigger picture, I know we are in a daily block here, but here, and we're finding support here. But I'm thinking, right, if I'm correct on this, I think this could be like a trap, this kind of bullish candle here, because overall it just looks bearish to me. Yeah, so my short is here, 31, stop loss there. I'm looking for, obviously I might trim some here as I go along and add along, but 108.80 I'm looking for. Is that clear? It's a basic simple setup, nothing too complicated about it. And if you want to say, you can say call it support and resistance play. Support, breakthrough, resistance, if you don't want to talk about the blocks. Is that clear? Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to see, I mean I want to start seeing it roll over here. It's filled, I mean it's filled in the inefficiency now. The only reason I see it going up is higher is if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, can't do nothing about that. Oil, I posted this chart here, and okay, where's the fucking chart post for oil? Okay, yeah, earlier on, where's it going? Oh, I think some other broker platform, doesn't matter. Okay, so let's look at oil now. If we look at this, right, you see this here, high, resistance, breakout. We want to see this act as support now, don't we? I still think we are going higher. I think this is just like, you know, we took out the stops here, and then I think this is probably some profit taking, and then I'm still looking for much higher prices. My next objective would be obviously this high here again, and the 51 level. That's where I think we probably end up by the end of the week, if I'm correct. This should be the wick part of the candle. So imagine a weekly candle here. You've got, so far it's looking bearish. I think it's trying to get the bears in. If you know we break through this or start coming back below here, then my idea of the long is off. But as it stands, there's no reason for me to start long shorting this. Obviously, unless it's short term, but if I'm in sync with the flow, then I don't really want to be shorting it. Now, why did I mark out? So we've got that daily block here. So what I then did was I went to the 4 hour, and we've come into this 4 hour block here. But what was clearer was, I think, was the H1. No, sorry, 15 minute here. So if you remember on Friday, right? On Friday, I think it was Friday, where I marked out this block here, and I wanted to get on board this block here. It came down, took out this low here, but it went up. It didn't come back down here. If I extend this now across, it's come just right here. So we've got a confluence of this daily block here, the big grey box, and then this, and fast move down. I love to see a fast move down, take out these stops here, take out these stops here. So I entered a long, I posted the chart, I entered a long here with a stop loss there, and I seen this move up. I'm seeing this move up as buyers stepping in. This move down I'm seeing as them reloading. Okay, yes, I'm still wrong, long Raj. I have trimmed some off, but I'm going to enter more during London Open. And I'm just seeing this as higher. I don't see any reason to short this. Any move down I'm seeing as a retracement to get back on board. My invalidation level obviously would be a break of 50% of this daily big grey box here, but it shouldn't really start going back down below here. I want to see this as the low, and I want to see if it can grind up during Asia and then rip up. And if I'm correct, right, this move up tomorrow hopefully should be a fast one, just like I spoke about. Remember, before all this big move happened and the beginning of last week, when we started with this down candle here as the new week was opening, I said I want to see this move up fast, and look how quick that was. They pushed the market down previous week, took out the stops. Now look how quick they pushed the market up. So that's a sign that this is a bull market, at least in this time frame or time horizon right now. That's what it's telling me. If I'm wrong, then obviously I've got my invalidation levels. Okay, that's that. So tomorrow I want to see a fast move up. If it breaks this, then I'm going to stand aside until something clearer shows up. Is that clear? So I'm looking for target 1 there, and then I'm looking for 51 level, and then macro charts is like 53 I think, or 54. I posted a quarterly chart on my Twitter, it's there somewhere. But is that clear? These are the only two markets that are clear to me right now. There's nothing else clear to me. I'll have to wait. I'll take questions afterwards, but if everyone's clear, I'm going to stop the recording so I can take questions. Is everyone clear with this? I'm not looking at any other market, okay? I'm not going to look at any other market. Okay, so let me just stop the recording.